is going on, guys? We are back with another Raw review, and the two guys that are on the screen is the only thing I really wanted to talk about. I mean, there might be more, but the best thing to come out of tonight was obviously Shane O'Mac. Dude, he comes out, and I'm like, I hear his song pop. I'm like, no way. I didn't expect him to ever come back to WWE. And really did. I mean, to be honest, it was really cool to see him back. And I'm so glad they need to get the Authority out of here. God damn, I'm tired of it. Get the Authority out. Bring back a GM or something. Fuck. What I'm kind of iffy on, but what happened is Shane McMahon talks about how he wants Stephanie gone and how he wants to run Raw, and Vince, well, the only reason it started is Vince was giving the Vincent J. Kennedy, whatever the hell, isn't it the McMahon Award of Excellence, to fucking Stephanie. What did she do to deserve it? So that's why Shane McMahon comes out and says that's the straw that broke the camel's back. I said that right. I didn't know I was going to be able to say that right. I get tongue-tied sometimes, but yeah, so he wants Raw. He wants to take over Raw. So Vince says you have to win a match, and it's against whoever I pick. He picks The Undertaker. Then he says it's at WrestleMania in a Hell in a Cell match. So we now know who's facing Undertaker at Hell in a Cell. It's not John Cena, unfortunately, even though he's been just talking about it forever on Twitter. I'm not Twitter. He did that thing on Instagram who got everybody thinking it was going to be John Cena. I don't know. It might still be able to be John Cena. I don't really know. I think that it's going to be great though. So yeah, the first match on Raw is the New Day versus Lucha Under Dragons. I was about to say Lucha Undergrounds. Yeah, Lucha Dragons and Neville versus the New Day. It was an okay match. There were some really great spots where Big E comes flying, trying to spear Neville out of the ring. You know, the thing he does to the ropes. Neville gets out of the way. Big E goes flying out of the ring. Neville standing on the ring apron. It's a 450 splash. Then, over Titus O'Neil, like the Hardy things where they jump off each other. Well, Kalisto jumps on to Neville, leading to a 450 splash on Xavier Woods, which was the best thing. It ends with Kofi Kingston hitting the Trouble in Paradise on Sin Cara to win the match. Which I thought they were turning face from what happened last night, but obviously it's not. I don't know why. I figured they could be turning face. I was hoping they would turn face, but it did not happen. And also, to start off the show, well, it happened so long ago. Like a couple hours before Raw started, Dean Ambrose got attacked by Brock Lesnar. So Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar come out, which is another part of Raw that I really liked. Brock Lesnar, I don't really like him, but Paul Heyman's so great on the mic. They talked about how they're so pissed about what happened, and we hear the sirens go off, and it's so funny. I saw on Twitter, so much people were like, "Big Papa Pump." No, it was Dean Ambrose. He came back and says, "You're going to kill me to stop me," whatever, and he just collapses at the ring, and Brock Lesnar steps on him or steps over him to get out of the way or whatever. Comes back, hits him with an F5. Dean Ambrose asked for no holds barred at WrestleMania. So that's a couple of matches already announced for WrestleMania, and it's going to be great. Obviously, I think WrestleMania is going to be so cool. It's going to be good. And all the injuries had me worried, but I think it's going to be still pretty good. So another match: Usos versus Ascension. Team 3D, the Dudley Boys come out. They're heel now, which is okay. And the Usos I think they beat the Ascension. Who really cares, to be honest with you? I mean, yeah. Another match is, why the hell are we watching the Titans, whatever the hell they call themselves, or what, I don't even know. It's hard to say what's going on versus the Wyatts. Well, we get to see Bray Wyatt, and this match was a little bit better. But later on in the match, you know, they're going back and forth. It's kind of boring. Ryback walks out on his tag team and says that he has got to watch out for himself. He's got to take the glass ceiling and break it, whatever. And there was Gilbert chants, which is so fucking funny. The fans were actually chanting, "We want Big Show." So it was not a great match. I don't know why they decided to do it again when it was such a snooze fest last night. Come on now, WWE. What the hell are you thinking? And so now we get Chris Jericho in the ring, and Chris Jericho and AJ Styles. Chris Jericho's putting AJ Styles over as much as somebody can put somebody over. And the Social Outcast comes out. I love these guys. And which leads to a match between the Tank, Curtis Axel, versus the Redhead Drag. I don't know what they call themselves, which is Heath Ledger and Curtis Axel versus Chris Jericho and Y2J, which is a decent match, I think. I don't know why it happened, but it did. And AJ Styles and Chris Jericho win. Don't know what happened. Honestly, I don't care. Who gives a fuck? I mean, you had the AJ Styles and Chris Jericho thing, and I thought it would be over. They had a great couple matches. Why? I understand you putting them over. I kind of understand the match. Hopefully, the Chris Jericho and AJ Styles thing is over, and it leads to AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. Please make it a match at WrestleMania. Alright, so the next match. I don't think there was a lot of matches tonight, to be honest. I don't even know. Well, at least not a lot of singles matches. No, to really be honest, I don't think there was one. Why? Okay, there was one. I know I was forgetting one. Sasha Banks versus Naomi, which was actually a pretty good match. Sasha Banks is so good. Naomi's so underrated. In which it ends with Naomi trying to get involved in the match, and Becky Lynch comes out to help take out Tamina, which they end the match with Sasha Banks winning with a bank statement. And Charlotte comes out, talks about how I don't know when the match is gonna be, but there's a match to determine who's next to face Charlotte at WrestleMania for that Divas Championship. And she's wearing a Nikki Bella outfit, which is, I'm like, oh wow, really guys, come on now. But I'm hoping Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks is going to be good, and to be honest, I would like to see a Fatal 4-Way for the Divas Championship WrestleMania with Bayley thrown into that mix. But I think we'll be alright with Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. I think that's what's going to happen. You know, I really hope that is what's going to happen. And another thing we're going to talk about, it was a funny backstage segment. I think the things with Goldust and R-Truth is great, but it should not have been a thing at Fastlane. Goldust is trying to apologize to R-Truth with a cake, and it gets smashed in Goldust's face, which was kind of funny. And so before we talk about the main event is the Godfather climb aboard the whole train. He gets inducted into the Hall of Fame along with Sting so far this year. It's an okay class so far. Hopefully they bring some more WWE World Champions to the class. I don't know. Fuck, they need to do something. But, you know, whatever. Now we gotta talk about this main event. I don't really care for it. But, you know, we still got to. It's Roman Reigns. Yay. So yeah, the main event, Sheamus, Roman Reigns. And, God, why is Wade Barrett going out there to the ring now with League of Nations? Everybody knows that Wade Barrett's leaving. And it makes no sense for him to be out here. Let him not be on TV for a while. Because everybody knows he's leaving. And it's kind of just like, okay, why is he still coming out there? But, you know, the match it was a match. We've seen it so many times. Dude, come on, do something we're not expecting, please. God, like in the beginning of this show, Shane O'Mac. Don't go back to being predictable the last hour. Come on now, man. I know there was one spot in the match that I really liked was Rusev. You know, all League of Your Nation was out there, and Rusev hit a kick on Roman Reigns, in which I thought it knocked his fucking head off. Oh my god. We come back from the break, and League of Nations members have been kicked from ringside, so they start fighting. Superman punch from Roman Reigns. Then Triple H, old ass, comes out there, and he's in dreams, so he's ready to fight. Who cares? So him and Roman Reigns start going at it, and they start fighting. Triple H gets to where the timekeeper is, grabs their ring bell, beats him up with it, and then, destroys the shit out of him, just like 100 times into the announce table, then just straight up punches him in the face a whole bunch of times. Roman Reigns is a completely bloody mess, which pretty much the fans probably fucking love it, but yeah, the referees are trying to hold him back, blah blah blah, typical stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully next week, after the first hour, it won't get boring. But yeah, I give Raw in total, just because the first hour and the matches they've announced for WrestleMania have been okay, I give it about a 6 out of 10 stars. And then what I forgot about is Triple H, yeah, grabs the stairs. Hold on, let me add some more time. So yeah, Triple H grabs the stairs, pedigrees Roman Reigns on the stairs. So the fans are completely behind Triple H now, and the whole authority thing is just probably gonna keep going, because now Triple H has got it in his head that the fans love the authority and nothing they do is terrible, and in fact almost half the shit they pull off is terrible. But you know, whatever. I'll give him a 7 out of 10 stars. I think it's a little bit better, but I don't really know, guys. Let me know what you think of Raw. The first hour was great. Everything else sucked. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Nothing tomorrow until the TNA review. Maybe we'll do MLB tomorrow. I think am I doing Wednesdays will be Mike Bennett, my career, and then Fridays will be the MLB. But like, subscribe, and comment. I'm out.